and welcome to the first episode of the Laser Exclusive, the new name for our previous show, Lasell Weekly Rundown. I'm Robbie Rowe.
And I'm Adam Hollenbeck.
February 21st and 22nd, Lasell University put on a production of The Vagina Monologues, a play written by Eve Ensler. It features women telling the stories of real women dealing with issues like body image, reproduction, and sexual assault. Matt Berenson interviewed some of the actresses from the production to see what they had to say about the Vagina Monologues.
I'm Matt Berenson, and I am here at Yamawaki Auditorium. We are at the Vagina Monologues. This is day 2, and I am with...
Cody Jersey.
So, Cody, how was day 1?
Day 1 was really good. It was fun. We had a good crowd.
Awesome. So, talking about Vagina Monologues a little bit, what interested you in being a part of the show?
So I originally got into it because I wanted to be on stage more once I realized that I liked theater and acting. And then I bonded with the cast, and I realized that it was more than just a theater production. It was more of like a community effort it's educational, it's funny, it's sad, like it's all of those things, but you become really close with the people that you're doing it with. So it's just a really enriching experience.
I actually was recruited by Allie after I spoke at Take Back the Night, and she kind of thought the monologue that I had was perfect to me and my experience and just my opinion about womanhood, sexual assault, things like that. And I wanted to do it last year, but I was at a point in my life where I wasn't ready to talk about these things yet. So I'm really glad that I have the platform now to kind of express myself through my monologue and how I feel.
For me, I think it's honestly the education of this piece. It gives anybody who comes a new eye into the whole world of being a woman, the struggles that women go through, and then also the positive things that women go through as well.
So everyone kind of gets their own little monologue, basically. They get to go on stage and perform their little, I don't want to call it a skit because I feel like that doesn't do it justice, but talk about yours a little bit.
So this year I am one of the women that introduces the show and does the lists, and then I also do the Not So Happy Fact. And the lists are fun. It's 3 of us that do it, and it's a combination of answers from multiple women. So, the answers range from cotton to leather and lace. So it's really cool because, you're one person, but you're saying all these answers that are very diverse, and I don't know, it's just fun. It's really fun.
I'm actually in 2 of the monologues. So I'm in They Beat the Girl Out of My Boy, or So They Tried, which is a group monologue with 5 of us all together. And then I'm also in My Short Skirt, which is just me in that one.
Awesome. And what are those about?
So They Beat the Girl Out of My Boy, that one is about transgender. So it's about a male transitioning into a female, and kind of being accepted by their community and being accepted by their mother and by their church community as well, which is it's a beautiful story in the end. And then just throughout it, you hear all of the struggles of going through that and what happens, getting to your identity and all of those things. And then My Short Skirt, so that one is actually, it's about sexual assault. So it's about how women are typically I guess bullied or teased or kind of judged for wearing shorter clothing, and people say well, since you were wearing that, that's why that happened to you. So that's one is about claiming that my short skirt is mine. It has nothing to do with you. Yeah.
Why should people come out to this show? What do you want people to learn from the show?
That's a good question. I think that it's really educational for anybody, regardless of gender, sex, any demographic, because very often these topics aren't talked about, and still, even though it's 2020, and women are also, and there's a lot of monologues that show it, we don't really think about our own bodies and really, talk about two other women about them. So we're left wondering, are we weird? Is this normal? And I think this show shows that we are normal. None of us are abnormal. We're all people, and we're all in this together. And it's really educational for anyone that has never had a vagina or experience being a woman as well, because you're finding out the opposite end of like what you're not experiencing. So I think it's educational for everyone, and also will make people feel like they're part of a community.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I'm super excited to see it later today. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you did not get a chance to see the Vagina Monologues this year, don't worry. Lasell does an annual production of the show every February.
With the lovely weather starting to emerge, Lasell has many activities to offer to get you outside and active. One exciting activity is spring sports and clubs, and there are so many games to go and catch. If you can't see one this season, make sure you check out Laser Sports Update with Taylor Viles. If you're more of the explorer type, there are plenty of awesome places to visit in Boston. The Commons is a great place to check out on a beautiful day. But if you're more into physical activities, you could rent a boat, a kayak, or canoe down the Charles River, or even take a bike ride around Boston. There are just too many great activities for everyone, so as spring weather approaches, keep some of those in mind.
Ooh, I'd love to rent a boat. Did you know that 1 in 7 people entering a hospital need blood, yet only a small percent of eligible donors donate blood? Blood cannot be manufactured, so the American Red Cross relies on donors like you to donate blood for those in need. On Tuesday, March 3rd, American Red Cross is holding its annual blood drive, taking place in DeWitt Hall. Go there to help support those who need blood for transfusions, whatever their case may be. Your donation can help save up to 3 lives. You can find eligibility requirements at redcrossblood.org.
Join Lasell University American Cancer Society at Playa Bowls, Boston on March 2nd from 5 to 9 p.m. to help raise money towards their goal of $20,000. Mention ACS on campus at the checkout to ensure a portion of your total goes towards their goal. If you have any questions about the event, make sure to email Corey Zemke at czemke@lasell.edu to get those questions answers. Also, make sure you donate to the 1851 media team, which includes LCTV, WLS Radio, and the 1851 Chronicle, all in one great team for this year's Relay for Life event.
Whew, great team. Now, for some quick updates on what is happening around campus. Tomorrow, Tuesday, March 3rd, the Massachusetts primary are happening. If you are registered as a Democrat, make sure to get out and vote for who you want to be the Democratic candidate in this year's election.
On Wednesday, March 4th, the IC3 will be celebrating Dominican Independence Day from 2 to 5. Join them for Dominican food, music, and good vibes.
Always gotta love good vibes. Also, on March 4th, there is a career and internship fair happening in the Athletic Center from 10:30 to 12. There will be some over 40 employers in attendance, including Encore Boston Harbor, the Essex County Sheriff's Department, and Homeland Security Investigations.
Studio 1851 will be open during the common hour from 2 to 3:30 on Thursday, March 5th. Make sure to stop and support our fashion students.
Always gotta love those thrifts. On March 10th, the School of Communication and the Arts will be having multiple presentations throughout the afternoon. You can find out more about the event on mylasell.edu.
That's all for today. Thank you for tuning into the first episode of Laser Exclusive. Check back in every other Monday for new episodes, and don't forget to follow our Instagram at Lasell Community TV and our Facebook, Lasell Community Television. I'm Adam Hollenbeck.
And I'm Robbie Rowe, and this was the Laser Exclusive.